Hi, welcome everyone to tonight's team call. This call is for anyone in the Judy organization that wants to make Take Shape for Life a part of their business, a part of their life, and a part of their optimal health long term. And this call is very interactive, and it's meant for us to learn from each other and really gain some knowledge in the areas that we want to learn from and to move our businesses forward. So welcome everyone. My name is Judy, and I am your Global Director. And tonight we're going to talk about some really exciting things. But first I wanted to start off with a little housekeeping. If you are live on the call, like I said, just mute your phone or your computer until you want to talk. And then just please feel free to go ahead. Also, we do have a couple of events coming up that are super exciting, and we've got some various regional, super regionals coming up. Dr. Anderson and Dan Bell, Dr. Anderson, our founder, and Dan Bell, our founder of our compensation plan, and Dr. A's partner, are doing a tour of the United States. And the first one lands in Portland this weekend, and that is the 9th and 10th of January. And there's a bunch of us going. And if you happen to have a friend or just somebody last minute or people that live in Portland, please invite them. The first part of the presentation on Saturday will be an opportunity. And that's really important to get people to. If they like what they hear, they can stay for the entire thing. Also, I didn't think till a ways into my business to really promote these events is part of one of two things that's most important in our business. Promoting events is something that will help people see that we are more than just you, more than just a community. We are an entire movement of people that care about health. We're the biggest health revolution in American history. We will be in the history books. We are up to 14,000 strong active coaches now. When I started 5 years ago, there were only 4,000. So you can see the growth and how it's accelerating, and it's just accelerating at an even higher rate. And let's face facts, with 325, or I think it's 315 million people in America, and 2/3 of us are overweight or obese. The other third of us don't want to be in need of plan. Everyone can use a part or all of the trilogy: healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. So please don't pre-qualify people. Share this with everyone. And what's neat is if you go to your back office under Coach Connection, that's a tab right there on the bottom right when you open up your My Office in Motion. You can just literally click on the events tab, and it'll show you a calendar of what events are in what state or town. And what I started really utilizing was finding out who are my friends on Facebook that live in New York. There's one coming up in New York. There's one coming up in California. And, reaching out to people, looking on my share list and finding out who do I know that live in all those different places that I could call and say, listen, this is super exciting. I've opened my own national health coaching network practice, and we are all over the nation, and I'd love for you to come and learn about what I do, maybe to support me in what I'm doing, and also find out about what the hubbub's all about, so that together we might even save a life. And so by inviting people all over the country, you are really reaching out to people that normally wouldn't get that from you. They trust you, they know you already, and it's a really great way to reach out to people that really haven't had an opportunity to hear or even know about what you are doing now. So with that, our first one is in Portland. And so reach out to anyone you know in Portland. Bring anyone in the car with you. I know some people are riding the train down. I used to do that all the time. It's super fun to ride the train down. Jessica, I know that you and Teresa are riding the train down. How exciting is that? And where there's a will, there's a way. If you understand the importance of these events, you will make it to them. no matter what, because if you're really wanting to assist people to help and grow this business in whatever it is you want for your life, whether it be just helping a few people or helping a lot of people and really changing your stars and changing your future forever, these events are what does that. So so by reaching out to people and finding out, you know, what it is they want and helping them find the event that matches what that is and where they are in the country, that's going to really help grow your business. I know for me, when I started, I drove to Portland 5 hours once a month, every month. We didn't have local trainings up here back then, and I knew I needed to master my craft. And secondly, there is no way you can bottle that energy that you get when you have a community that is on the same wavelength, a community that is excited about something and can really put out that energy of camaraderie, of having the same goals in mind, of really helping a lot of people. The integrity and the inspiration that you feel, you just can't. It's like any gathering, whether you go to a church or whether you go to, you know, any club that you're in. You literally can't bottle that. You can go home and share the content, but, you know, talking to other coaches, other people successful in the program and the business, you really can't bottle that. But the beauty part is, if you happen to can't make it to Portland, and or you have people across the country that you know would appreciate this, they are live streaming the whole day. So please don't let that opportunity pass you by. You could be calling all your friends and family. I know some folks, a couple coaches aren't able to make the Portland one. So what they're doing is they're having a party at their house, a healthy happy hour, inviting people over, and all of them watching the live stream together. And I know we've done that before, and it's a big fun time. If you don't have technical difficulties, which thank God we had Nick Searcy in the house and Matt, and together they put things together. And by the way, welcome Matt and Chelsea on the line. Hi, guys. So with that, right after the Super Regional, and again, I really encourage you all to get used to going on Coach Connection and finding out where the events are all over the country, and really make it intentional to invite the people that you know in those towns to go. And with that said, the following Saturday, the 17th, it's super important for your local business. We are putting on a local presentation at Everett Community College on January 17th, 10 a.m., Everett Community College, and that's going to be a really exciting presentation. Hey, listen, if you've got people in the area, whether you're 5 minutes or 2 hours away, it is worth it for you to have them jump in the car with you, come down, have them meet the people, have them feel the community, have them see what we've really got our hands on, and you know what? They're right here. They're right here, and you can bring them with you. And, you know, let us leaders do the heavy lifting for you. They're going to see real validity in what we're sharing, and it solidifies your own commitment to not only your own health journey, but your own business and what you're a part of and how big this really is. So anyway, I do want to welcome Matt and Chelsea onto the call. They are usually my co-hosts here, so welcome you guys. And tonight I wanted to start out with the events, and like I said, the super regional events are all over the country, all throughout the next few weeks. Also, a tool we have that is coming up is the challenge, the 6-week Healthy Games Challenge. And I know you guys are hearing a lot about it. I want to make sure that you know that this is just simply one more tool that you can use in your little toolbox to bring people to see what Take Shape for Life is all about. Whether or not they're ready to go on full program or not, if they get on the challenge, a $20 ante, I think last time I paid $20, and when it was over, I won $47 or something. So, I mean, but you can win prizes in money, but the biggest prize of all, wouldn't you agree, is your improved health. And whether that means that you want to maintain and just maybe get some better sleep habits, add some movement, whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, or whether you want to pick the 6% weight loss and start implementing some really good habits of health in your life, that's going to be key to helping people get in the mood to creating health, seeing a little bit about what Take Shape for Life is about, and seeing that we are really a community of people that have a heart for health and want to help other people achieve their goals, whatever that looks like to them. And I'm super excited because if you have any clients or pre-clients that have been thinking about coaching, it was just announced to us today that starting Monday when the challenge starts, you will have an opportunity to help a challenger. They have to have joined the challenge, but there will be scholarships for $100 towards a coach kit. A coach kit. First come, first serve. There's only so many of them, but I know that
they can't hear me. Oh, they can.
Oh, I can hear you, Michelle. Hi. Go ahead and just mute yourself.
Sorry, I'm like screaming, wow, great. Sorry.
So if you have anyone that is just I know that I've got at least 5 pre-clients or clients that have been really talking about coaching but really haven't stepped up, that I will be able to go to and say, listen, how exciting is this, that, just by being in the challenge, we can get you a $100 scholarship towards your coach kit. So for $99, they can be a coach and get started on solidifying their own health journey and getting some healthier finances. Start thinking about, wow, I do really have all my coworkers are talking about getting healthy. Now that they've got a little skin in the game, they're more likely to talk about Take Shape for Life and say, hey, join this with me. I've been really successful. I feel fantastic. And I know a lot of people that have really changed their stars because of Take Shape for Life. So I'm super excited about that opportunity because really coaches are the lifeblood of our business. We bring on clients, and by being very intentional, I know that every 5 clients I bring on, I'm going to look at that and go, which one is a coach? If you're not doing that, you are not being intentional in really creating a business that is going to start sustaining itself, and also helping those people get their own friends and family healthy. Because once they become a coach, wouldn't you agree that you start thinking about, okay, really, who can I help? Who can we help get healthy? And so 1 out of every 5 of your clients, get with your business mentor and be intentional about which one of these is my next coach. And it may be 2 or 3 of them are your next coach. So that's going to be something that's really key in regards to helping you move forward in creating some momentum in your business. So does anybody have any questions or comments or additions to what I just said that would be willing to go ahead and come off mute and talk about a little bit? Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and move on to the next topic then. Okay, so today we're going to talk about really creating momentum in January. January, you guys, there's people that started something on the 1st that already they're failing. Or they're doing the same thing they always did and hoping for different results. And what we want to do is just start layering with them and talking to them and asking them, so I know you probably got some health goals. If you've shared with them what you do, they're going to expect you to ask them. And they're going to say, well, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. And how's that working? Can I check in with you and see how you're doing? What our goal is to get America healthy, whatever that looks like. And I'd love to hear about how that's going for you, help you with your health goals, maybe give you some tips now and then. Hey, if you're interested in health, do you mind if I add you to our client support page? Do all of you know that on Facebook, the Judy organization, we have a client support page that has over 1,000 people on it, very interactive, that's called Habits of Health All Client page. Every single client and pre-coach, or client, pre-client, coach and pre-coach should be on that page. And, of course, the pre-client and the pre-coach, you'll want to ask them, hey, if you're interested in help, do you mind if I add you to our page? Because they're going to see the interaction. They're going to see the successes. They're going to see other people coaching each other and posting recipes. It's a really great way to get a relationship built with your people. And all of what we're doing is about relationships. And, once I got my head wrapped around that, and I knew that it wasn't just about me trying to sign people up, but it was really about me getting to know them. And I can't tell you how many people I have been talking to for a couple months, and they're finally just now going, I really think I want to talk more about that. It's more about exploring what it is they want and having them picture that and having them see that it's really closer than they think. And when you get to that spot, you're able to build trust with them because you're listening to them and you really care about what their goals are. You're not just looking to sign them up with Take Shape for Life. You're looking to really find out if there's a match, if you can help them, and if they're ready. Because sometimes you may have to take it away from them and say, it sounds like you're just not ready yet. Do you mind if I keep in touch with you? I'll keep you posted on how we're doing and keep you on my newsletter and check in with you now and then and see how things are going for you. And I have never had someone say no. I have had somebody say, I'm really not ready. Or I've even had some people call or email me and say, hey, would you mind taking me off your newsletter? I'm getting too much junk in my email. I don't take it personally. If you realize that you're just out there sharing the good news, letting people know what we have our hands on, and the people who want it will come. The people who are in the contemplation stage, they will contemplate and watch you for a while. And the people who are just flat out the haters of the world, or they're trying to pick it apart and they're arguing with you, guess what? They're not coming. They're not coming. Cut the tie and let them loose. Let them float away to that little island that they want to be on. And there's going to be some people that are like that. And if you are able to not take it personally and just realize it's not about you, it's about they're not ready, they don't want it, then you can still be friends with them. You can still, totally be in communication, or you don't have to X them out of your friends on Facebook or anything like that. But the reality of it is, if you don't move on, you're going to be stuck. And I'm always reevaluating that in my own business of how many people am I on the verge of bugging. And I don't want to be that person. I want to be that person that is just loving on people, making a bunch of friends, and knowing that they have the trust in me that I've followed up with them. I've kept in touch with them long enough to where they trust that when and if they are ready, I'm not going to be talking them into it. I'm going to simply be asking them what it is they want, why they want it, how long it's been since they've had it, how would it affect the people who love them, and could they see themselves in that life? Because I can, now that you've described it to me. Sounds like you might benefit you might qualify to benefit from this program. Are you ready to get started? If they say, no, I'm not, okay, can I, why is that? What can we do to help you ease towards that? If they're totally, I just not ready, then okay, great. I have a couple tools that'll help you to move forward at the pace that you'd like to move forward. Let me send you a free ebook. Let me get you on the Stop Challenge Choose 12-week, mini little blogs that Dr. Anderson can send them every day. And guess what? Even more, you want to play a game with me? You don't have to be on any program. Let's get on the challenge game and have fun together. And you'll learn habits of health that'll get you in the mood, and whatever you want to do with that, I'll help you get there. How's that sound? Love it. So anyway, now is the time to be getting on the phone, you guys. The challenge starts on January 12th, which is Monday. Don't forget about the $100 scholarships for every challenger that wants to become a health coach. And really, the phone is your magic. You can actually start with a phone call, follow up with a text, then do a Facebook, shoot them an email, maybe another text, and then follow up with a phone call. I mean, if you just kind of go with those different areas of communication, it doesn't feel like you're bugging them. It just feels like, okay, you're in touch every few days. You just, until they say, stop calling me. If you've left a few messages for people and clearly they're not calling you back, you can use the off the hook thing, and that's really effective. I go through my pre-client thing every now and then, and you know how you look at the page, and you can tell if you have a warm, fuzzy feeling when you're looking at their page and your notes about them, or if it's just somebody that left message for a year, every month or two, and they're just not calling you back. You can leave the off the hook message, which simply is, this is Judy, your health coach. I didn't want to drop the ball. I know when I talked to you, let me see, a year ago now, you said it was important for you to change your health because you were on diabetes medication. You have some grandkids you really care about and you want to spend some real time with them in your lifetime. And you'd love to be able to get out and play with them. I'm just calling to check in and see if that's really still the case. If those are still your goals, I'd love to help you get there. I know it was important to you. But I see that I've left a few messages, and at this point, you haven't called me back, so I feel I don't want to feel like I'm bugging you or anything. So why don't we do this? I want to make sure and leave you my information, and I won't call you again about this. If I ever call you again, it'll be about something else, but I'll just kind of get you off the hook, and I'll leave you on my newsletter, but if you would like to give me a call back and let me know that you'd like me to keep touching base with you, that'd be great. Otherwise, I will talk to you soon, and have a great day. You just kind of leave them, and then those people, I take them out of my pre-client folder, and I don't call them anymore. So, and I can't tell you, out of, one day I think I did 20 calls, and 2 of the people that never, ever called me back called me right back that day and said, don't give up on me. I just am not ready yet. Okay, you graduated back into my pre-client folder. So, I don't tell them that, I put them in the dead to me folder, but I just want to make sure that they know they're important to me. And, I came across your information today and I didn't want to drop the ball. So I hope some of this information has been helpful to you. I had a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk about today, but I think that these initial contacting people and really knowing what to say on your message, knowing that you can have a bullet point of what you want to say to them. On my paper today, when I was calling people, I had a specific bullet points of, I didn't want to forget to say, we spoke about your health goals and what those were. I wanted to find out where you are with that and what's important to you now, and if that's changed. And then I wanted to talk about the challenge and the events. So these are just, if you do that every time you sit down to pick up the phone and just make the bullet points, you won't forget to care about that person first. And then let them know that you do have a reason for calling them, and that's the event that you're inviting them to. If they're local, in 2 weeks, if they're local, I have a local event. I'd love for you to be my VIP guest, or, I'd love to invite you to this challenge and be on my team. So I hope that this really helps you guys. And I'm really excited for the events coming up. I'm really, really excited to get January rocking and rolling. And if you're on this call and you haven't mentored with me directly, a lot of you, most of you have fantastic business coaches, but just to get a cutting edge and to get like another voice into your head, I would love to come on the phone or Zoom with you and just do a 15-minute, half-hour mentoring call and just really see if we can tweak a couple things and find out what it is you want and where you want to go with it, and let us all help you. You've got a great mentorship team, and we'd love to all help you get there. So whatever your goals are, number one, you need to write them down. Number two, reach out to your team and let us help you, because we can breathe leadership into your business and help you go faster than we did, because we made all the mistakes and didn't listen first. And now we'd like to share with you what we know about what really works. Okay, so let's go out there and get America healthy. We love you. Does anyone have any questions before we end the call? You have me live and unplugged. Tick tock, tick tock. No one? Okay, Michelle, looks like you have a question. Do you want to unmute? There you are.
I guess my first thing, like you said, first of all, the call was great. I almost didn't make it, and I'm so glad I just got here in time. But really, I guess the major thing is to write it down and to just contact the whole team, you know, like you said. And I'm definitely going to be doing that.
Awesome.
You know?
Yeah. And what do you find that is your biggest obstacle with that?
I think helping others get to the next step and not letting excuses that I put in my head for them stop me from helping them. You know, like say, oh, maybe they don't have the money for it, or maybe they don't have the time, and just really just letting it go. And just, you know, the craziest thing is so many people that I invited to the challenge that I didn't think was going to do it. Those are the people who did it, you know, who joined. And I was like, oh man, I have to just move over and let them make that decision, you know, and not make it for them. Just invite everyone.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. I think that's one of our biggest mistakes, don't you think, is that we prejudge people and we think what they're going to think when they're not thinking that. And so if we just get ourselves, take me and move me out of the way, and then go, okay, I have this. Do you want it? You know what I mean? Right. So if you think about where we would have been without Take Shape for Life if the person that shared it with you did that.
Right.
So I know it's a constant battle with all of us. And so that's why these calls are so important. It's why the leadership call, you should all have, if you want to grow your business, it would benefit you from having the leadership call recorded and live, speed dial programmed into your phone, the A-team call, and just when you're in anything idle mode, or if you're feeling funky, listen to one of those calls, get reignited. And you know what happens is we get too much junk up here in our head, and then we wonder why we're not doing it. And if you realize we're all the same, we're all the same. It's just a matter of getting plugged into these things so that all this stuff starts rolling off your head and you get inspired. And once you're inspired, you can go, okay, I'm getting off this phone right now and I'm calling 10 people with my little list. Because that's what I'm going to do. So
me too.
Yep. Trust me, when you're coaching other people or when you're coaching other coaches, when I'm coaching other people, I'm coaching myself too. So we're all in it together. And if I can do it, I know you can do it. And let's just not sweat the small stuff. We don't have to be perfect. Let's get on the phone and just really get the information out there so people can make the decision on their own.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else have something for us tonight? That was very helpful. Thank you, Michelle. Jessica, you got anything? Bridget? No? Okay. I'm going to end the recording now.